Now at 4, more rain and storms. Flash flood watch continues in effect. We're going to have multiple rounds of rain. I'll let you know the latest.
Plus, breaking this afternoon, new information in the search for a missing boat crew. How many people have now been recovered?
What we are left with this morning is grief.
And for at least the 45th time in the span of a month, a community rocked by mass shooting. What we know about the rampage at a FedEx facility. The news at 4 starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WDSU News at 4.
Rain won't go away. The flash flood watch in our area continues. So we are now on day 4 of what seems like never-ending rain. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sala Kim.
And I'm Travers Backle, live in Lafourche Parish, where the search continues for 11 crew members from that lift boat. We will have the very latest information from here in Lafourche Parish and what's going on off the coast of Louisiana in the Gulf of Mexico. That's coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's start with the rainy conditions and talk to Chief Meteorologist Margaret Orr about when we're going to see the worst of the weather later on tonight. Margaret.
So it looks to be moving right now over the metro. It's going to be moving to the North Shore. Right now, I'm not seeing really intense storms, but overnight and even tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night, it's looking kind of rough. So here is a look at what's happening. Obviously, we've got this rain moving into the metro. Look, I can zoom in, and we've got rain over Gentilly. You've had it over Bucktown. We'll come out just a little bit wider, and look, you can see it from Gonzales to Laplace. Eventually, you know where it's going? To the North Shore, where they have serious flooding. So here is a look at what's happening. What we have is a warm front that's moving to the north, and look at how you have all of that rain right now that is occurring over the northern portion of the state. So that is going to be heading our way. Flash flood watch, most areas another 1 to 2 inches of rain. Some areas may get as high as 3 to 6. Low wind risk for severe. The ground is saturated. Concerns for flooding. I've got the latest on our North Shore rivers coming up in a moment.
All right, Margaret, thank you. Now back to our other big local story here in Lafourche Parish and the search for 11 missing crew members. We've been here for several days live, bringing you the latest developments, and we have some new information this afternoon. So here it is. Take a look at it. This is the latest information coming from the Coast Guard. The body of a second missing boater has been found late Thursday. That person's name is Ernest Williams. He was 69 years old. He's from the Lafayette area. That was just confirmed by the coroner moments ago. The family of the crew tell us that the body was found 33 miles from the capsized site. That means 6 people survived, 2 have been found dead, and 11 others are still missing. And families here in Lafourche Parish, while they're still holding out hope, they are growing ever more impatient with the Coast Guard and how this rescue effort is going. They feel like more needs to be done to find their loved ones. So take a look at this. This is video that we shot earlier today here in Port Fourchon in Lafourche Parish. And you can see an emotional scene from earlier today at the Port Authority building, a staging area for families and the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard and NTSB met with families today. What they discussed, not yet known. Only that the search continues and the Coast Guard is using divers to try and locate the crew members, some of whom may be trapped inside the hull. The Seacor lift boat capsized Tuesday as winds picked up in the Gulf about 30 miles off the coast of Louisiana. The Coast Guard had to pull divers earlier today due to weather conditions, but we should point out they went back out late this afternoon. They knocked on the hull where they thought 2 people were trapped but had no response. The family of crew member Gregory Walcott spoke to us earlier today. Are you holding out hope still?
Oh yeah. Yeah, God ain't spoke yet. So I'm waiting on his confirmation that something is, that Greg is not there. If he tells me he's not there, then I'm satisfied with that. But until then, I want to know why they're not getting him out of there. That's all I want to know. Why you not working to get him out there? What you doing that you can't get him out there in 4 days? You know, that's all I got to say.
Family members also expressed concern over the boat company. We should point out that the family is set to meet again tonight with NTSB and the Coast Guard at 8 p.m. The NTSB is on the ground. They are handling this investigation.
It's a difficult time for everybody, and right now our primary concerns are for the families and for getting the people off the boat, and the Coast Guard and the support teams are continuing to work on that and will for as long as there's any opportunity for rescue.
So once again, the very latest information, a second body recovered. Ernest Williams, 69 years old, from the Lafayette area. That name just confirmed to us by the coroner here in Lafourche Parish. Coming up all new at 4:15. We take a deeper look at the captain who was found deceased yesterday and what it takes to captain a lift boat like this. Our investigative team has been digging into that, and we have new information coming up at 4:15. For now, we're live in Lafourche Parish. Sulla, let's send it back to you in the studio.
Travers, thanks for the developments there. And happening now, St. Tammany Parish bracing for flooding as more rain is headed our way. WDSU reporter Aubrey Killian is live in Slidell as residents get ready now for what's to come. And Aubrey, what are conditions like out there right now?
Hey, Sulla, so conditions here in Slidell, they're actually pretty nice right now, but parish leaders say that could change. I want to show you some video from earlier today. Parish leaders, now they do have about 6 different sandbag locations set up all across the parish. People were stocking up today to prep for any flooding that comes their way. Parish leaders also say there's concern about water flooding roads and even possibly coming inside of people's homes, especially along the Pearl River. The parish has set up high water signs all along roads that are flooded out. I spoke with Leif Peters today. He's a bit concerned as we have seen so much rain this week.
It's so continuous. It's like one wave after another wave. Thank God we're having a break in the weather so we can dry out a little bit. I appreciate the city of Slidell offering us the sand and trying to keep us dry.
How are y'all getting ready for this rain event?
Well, we've got sandbag locations available to our citizens, those who particularly live in low-lying areas that are susceptible to flooding with the rising rivers. We ask our citizens to heed the precautions and be ready for the rising rivers.
And take a look at your screen as you can. These are all of the sandbag locations that are set up right here in St. Tammany Parish. They are set to close at 5 o'clock. And coming up on WDSU News at 5 o'clock, I'll tell you when the Pearl River is likely expected to crest and what that could mean for you coming up in less than 1 hour. Reporting live in Slidell, I'm Aubrey Killian, WDSU News.
Aubrey, thanks so much. Chief Meteorologist Margaret Orr and the WDSU weather team are always making sure you are ahead of any weather threat, so be sure to have the WDSU mobile app downloaded, or you can also pull out your phone and scan this QR code, which will take you straight to our weather page with the current advisories in place right now.
Last night was a devastating blow, and its impact will be felt by our community for days and weeks to come.
An investigation continues after Indianapolis police say at least 8 people are dead after a shooting at a FedEx facility. The shooter is dead as well. So emotional reunions in Indianapolis today as survivors of the shooting near the airport with family and friends. It is the nation's deadliest shooting since 10 people were killed at a Colorado grocery store just last month. Brian Hamrick from our sister station WLWT reports the latest.
Yeah, 8 victims are dead and the gunman, 9 people in all, and police are here trying to determine exactly what happened and why. This is still an active crime scene. There's crime tape up. Police are here. The Indy police are taking the lead. The FBI is here. There are multiple agencies. 4 people were shot to death in the parking lot. Then 4 more were shot to death inside, and that's where they found the body of the gunman as well. They have started to remove the bodies and hopefully try to identify these victims. Late last night, the gunman arrived. Investigators are still working to determine his exact movements, but one witness described the gunman with what appeared to be an assault weapon, possibly an AR-15. Police have not confirmed that. Multiple shots rang out. There was chaos. There were people running.
I have no idea, honestly, what this young man was going through and why he chose to do what he did, but I'm sure we'll find out some things as the investigation goes on.
We know 5 people were injured, taken to the hospital, and we talked to some of the families who are still waiting, have been waiting from last night to hear anything about the people who worked inside. Brian Hemrick in Indianapolis.
Get the latest on the investigation into this deadly shooting right now on WDSU app and also on WDSU.com.
And we're live in Lafourche Parish with the latest on the investigation into this crew boat accident here in Lafourche Parish. We break down exactly the qualifications the pilot needed to have as he was behind the wheel of that lift boat. We'll have that coming up after the break.
I'm Matt Pritchard in Washington, where health officials are setting their sights on controlling COVID-19 variants. Coming up, the steps they're taking.
And as we head to break, let's take a live look at your Friday afternoon commute. You can see the roads are a little slick out there, so please be careful, but it's moving along not bad for a Friday night commute. We'll be right back.